this video, I will be deleting the ABS off this Ninja ZX4RR next to me, as well as paravalve delete and evap delete. We are deleting the paravalves because we're running aftermarket full system exhaust on this bike, and we want to eliminate the pops and bangs that are associated with that. The evap we are just removing mostly to save weight and clean up clutter on the bike. I do not recommend deleting the ABS if you constantly ride the bike in the rain or cold conditions. We are going to be riding this bike mostly on the track and dry summer day. Here's everything we took out. This is the ABS pump right here that lives at the front of the bike. I will go over that next. We have the lines for the front, and these are the two lines for the rear. I've already taken everything off. It's pretty easy. The lines will go from this master cylinder banjo right here. They'll tuck up inside the frame. They run along the frame into the front of the bike up here to the ABS unit, and then they'll come back to the back of the bike along the swing arm to the rear caliper right here. As you can see, this one's already done. This is pretty easy. Once you get everything out, just run the line and it connects into all the factory grommets with the wheel speed sensors, and then just go ahead and put whatever fluid of choice you want. Right up here at the front of the bike is where that module was removed from. It's just sitting on a couple brackets right here. Pretty simple to remove. Just don't spill any brake fluid. It is corrosive to your paint. If you spill some, wipe it off right away. This is the ABS delete plug from FT-ECU. It simply just plugs right into the harness, and you will not have any lights on your cluster, and the ECU will have everything it needs to function properly. At the front of the bike, I've already went ahead and taken the lines off and put the new lines on. This setup comes from the lever down to the caliper and then jumps across the fender to the other side of the front brake. Utilizing all the factory locations for the wheel speed sensors. And then up under the bike goes into all the factory positions and keeps the horn in place. Here's the paravalve assembly with the fresh air line. This is pretty easy to remove, just 2 bolts on each side for a total, and then just install your block off plate with the screws that you took out. Evap system. This system is pretty simple. Fuel tank has 2 lines that you would have already taken off to lift off your tank. Basically, it's just a vent system. The one line goes into the canister through this valve. It's called a purge valve, and then it goes into this line behind it. It's hard to see. I've already taken it off, so you have to cap that line. It's like a T, and then it goes to each throttle body. Just put 1 T on the end of it, and then take that line, and I'll show you where that goes. And here we go. We have 2 lines now that will run from the fuel tank aerator assembly. Just follow it along the other vent tube and the drain tube, clear one from the airbox. Now we have to bleed the brakes. I've already done the rear and I've already done the front. I use this handy little vacuum bleeder connected to my air compressor. It just sucks all the air out, and then fill up your reservoir. Make sure the lever is good. Maybe I'll explain in another video how to properly bleed the brake.